stick with the Mets. The Frazier signing in some ways feels like a necessary seismic shift in the Mets universe. He is the first permanent solution the team has come up with since David Wright's spinal stenosis, knocked him out of the lineup long term. While Wright hasn't been the regular third baseman for a while, you have to go back to 2014 for a year he played more than 100 games, they hadn't really replaced him with an everyday player. That has changed with Frazier. So, Anthony, while they'd sort of moved on from him in many ways, was this signing the moment the Mets symbolically, maybe officially, moved on from David Wright?
Well, we're never going to get that kind of a declaration from the Mets or David Wright either. I don't know how insurance plays into all those kinds of things, and David Wright is also a treasured member of the franchise's history, and I think they're going to give him every opportunity to come back, as you know, but on his schedule. But he hasn't played in more than a year. He hasn't even started baseball activities now off of his latest round of surgeries, and spring training is practically upon us now. If anybody was counting on David Wright being a big part of this team and being a third base factor, you were misguided, I think. And, so maybe this puts sort of a stamp on it.
Right.
I can see that part of the thing, but I don't think we're ever going to get anything on letterhead that says...
No, I agree, but Amara, listen, there's a difference between the Mets saying we're not counting on David Wright, but we're still going to run a bunch of role players out there, and then taking care of the position and making a signing at this point.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of that had more to do with what Cabrera said than really anything to do with David Wright. He went out and said, I'd prefer to play second base. And to me, then the Mets go, okay, well, let's go out and get a third baseman. With everything that was going on with David Wright, like Anthony was saying, that's kind of been done. I know the Mets can't really fully address it. If it's going to be official, it's going to be because he's officially retiring. He's going to go out on his own terms in that way. But everything that's been going on, only 75 games played the past 3 seasons. He's been gone a while ago.
I think they've mentally moved on from him from a while. So, whether or not they officially brought in a guy that's going to be your third baseman moving forward, or they had a number of guys play in the position, whether it be Jose Reyes, as Drupal Cabrera, go up and down the line, even if they brought in a Josh Harrison or Eduardo Nunez. They were transitioning away from David Wright. Everyone roots for him. He's been a great guy on the field and off the field. Everyone hopes they can one day play baseball again, and I give him all the credit in the world, continue to fight through these injuries. But I think as an organization, the Mets last year, a year and a half ago, viewed David Wright, whatever we get from him, as an added bonus, and they are not counting on him, nor should they, for any kind of impact in 2018.